Hey, New Oregon Church family, I just wanted to make this short video for y'all talking about the one board model. The one board model is a leadership structure that the vision team has been praying about, and that we have presented to the church as what we believe where God is leading us as far as the next step that we need to take in order to accomplish the things that He has put on our heart. For example, the men's ministry, the capital improvement campaign, the working towards a pathway to discipleship and creating that pathway of how a person goes from either an unbeliever to someone that is a disciple maker. So we believed that the first thing that we should do is start at the very, very top of the church, and that is the decision body of the church. Take a look at it and see what could we do to make the decision body simpler, easier to understand, more effective. And this is where the one board model came up with. And so this is the goal of the one board model for a simplified, healthy, and effective leadership structure. This is a leadership structure you can wrap your head around, you can understand it. It's something that will be able to streamline decision making. Is something that you will be able to have everyone in the room in order to make a decision uh, right then and there happen. So the one board will basically replace all our other committees, and we will just simply have one board that will be the administrative support engine for the church to make sure that the church is living into its mission and vision. So super excited about it. We will actually be voting on it this week. So we're going to have two opportunities of voting, and I'll reiterate this later in the video. But we'll have an opportunity tomorrow in the Family Life Center during Wonderful Wednesday where you can cast an absentee vote if you are a professing member. So, what is a professing member? A professing member is someone that has taken the membership vows of the church, and they have become members of the church, and they have that responsibility and that right to be able to speak into this very important decision of changing our leadership model from multi committees, 5 committees, down to one. So let's take a look at the structure, and I'm going to talk about some frequently asked questions that have come up since we have been going over this one board model. Let's take a look at the positions. You have council chair, PPR, trustee, finance, lay leader, lay member to annual conference, missions, worship, children's, youth leader, senior plus, treasurer, and pastor. So the ones that are in bold are the ones that you have to have on, no matter which model or leadership structure we use. We have to have those individuals on there. The ones that are a little bit different are the ones that are not in bold. So these are focus groups within our church, within particular ministry areas of our church, that will be responsible for uh, being a representative of that particular mission area. They will not necessarily be responsible with the day to day ministry activities. They will be ultimately communicators, and they will have their fingers on the pulse of that particular ministry area. So, for example, children's. This particular person will not be responsible for making sure that the volunteers are taken care of in the nursery and the children's church. They're not necessarily responsible for volunteering in those, though they may. But the main thing that they're going to be responsible for is going to the ministries of the church that tend to our children and making sure that they are taken care of administratively, spiritually, so that our board can supply them with the tools that they need to thrive, the administrative support and the spiritual support. So the same thing with worship. As the pastor, I'm responsible for anything worship within the church, but having another person will be really great, and they'll be able to have, like I said, their fingers on the pulse of the worship team to make sure they have everything that they need. So let me reiterate on this, that the ones that are in bold here are the individuals that are crucial, and well, everyone is crucial on this, let me say that, but are the individuals that we have to have on every leadership structure model. The ones that are not in bold are focus groups that are not necessarily responsible for the day-to-day ministry activities. Though youth leader is a little bit different. We are blessed to have three youth leaders, and one of them will serve on the committee. But as of right now, the others will just be liaisons of that particular ministry area. So this is the goal of the one board. There's no name for it yet, but I'm going to advocate that, hey, let's call it the leadership team, because that is essentially what it is the leaders of the church that are making decisions, the big decisions for the church. So the leadership team, name pending, is to provide administrative needs of the ministry and spiritual support to its leaders to ensure that the church is living into its vision to see lives transformed as people say yes to Jesus' calling. It'll consist of 13 members. Everyone gets a vote on the board except the pastor and treasurer. These meetings are open to anyone that would like to come. They will be posted. The agenda will be posted well in advance, at least 10 days in advance, so that that will be the goal, anyways. We'll have an agenda posted 10 days in advance for anyone to look at. The meetings will be open to everyone that would like to come, and the ones that are a board that are part of the board will get voice and vote, and those that come will be able to express their opinion in those meetings. The only difference will be a PPR. So if there is a PPR line item on the agenda, then the board will go into a closed session where those that are not on the one board will be asked to excuse themselves so that we can talk about PPR matters, because that particular committee has to talk about sensitive information from time to time. So that would be a closed session. It'll be the term length will be 3 years, and there'll be an optional reappointment for one additional term. So you will be able to serve, and there will be an option for an individual to serve an additional 3 years, just one time. The the way that nominations will work, we will no longer have a nominations committee with this model. This will be the nominations committee. So every year when folks roll off, we will nominate individuals to replace those that have rolled off. We'll have to start out with a staggering system, and that's what I have here. The reason why that is because if we put everybody on at the very beginning to serve 3 years, then after 3 years we'll have to have a brand new board, and that would not be so great. So we are going to do a staggering system where we are going to roll off certain groups the first, second, and third year. But after this initial starting of the one board, after this, individuals will serve 3 years. So that is pretty much it. That is the one board. Like I said, the goal is effectiveness. It's just to give us a system that we can easily wrap our head around, that we can make decisions, that we can um, uh, thrive. And I do want to talk about this though, because there are some questions that have come up, some frequently asked questions over the past several workshops that I want to talk about. So let me get to those. What would a one board meeting look like? So the goal is that we'll meet in the Wednesday night Sunday school class in the Family Life Center. So we'll all be able to see each other's faces, and we'll all have a table before us, and we'll be able to discuss all these agendas. And anyone that would like to come and kind of sit on the side there, they'll be free to. There'll be chairs available for them, and we'll meet once a quarter. Who can serve on the one board? Professing members, those that are members of the church that have taken the membership vows, they would have the opportunity to serve on the one board. Are the meetings open? Yes, they are open to anyone that would like to come and set in on the meetings, and they would be able to have an opportunity to express their opinion. The only time that would not be the case when a PPR matter comes up, and then it goes into closed session. How would trustees work? Because as we can see, there is just one lonely trustee. So are they going to have to repair the sink, fix the roof, and do everything themselves? No. The cool thing about this particular committee, this particular leadership model, is very team-based. So before in our trustees, we would ask people to serve 3 years on the trustees committee, and they really don't know what they're signing up for because all kinds of projects could happen. So the trustee here is only responsible for making sure that whatever the one board has tasked them to do, that they go and carry it out and do it however they want to. They can go and do it themselves if they would like to. They can go and create a team. They can go, and if the one board has given them the permission, that they can go to a business and have that business do it. But they are free to do it however the one board has blessed them to do it or has given them authority to do it. So what I like about this is that instead of a trustee asking someone saying, "Hey, can you serve 3 years on a committee and you're not sure what you're going to be doing?" Instead, this trustee can say, "Hey, I need help painting this room. Could you sacrifice a weekend to do that?" Sure, So it's a lot easier to ask somebody to to serve on a project on a mission than it is on a committee. So we're moving away from being committee minded, and we're moving into and trying to live into being more team and mission minded. What about PPR? So when a PPR matter comes up, basically everybody on this committee becomes a PPR person, and they discuss PPR matters, and it goes into that closed session as those PPR issues are brought up. And how will voting work? So the professing members will have the opportunity to vote. There'll be 2 days to be able to do that. Tomorrow, Wonderful Wednesday, we'll have an opportunity for an absentee vote. If you're not going to be able to make it this Sunday to vote, you can vote in the Family Life Center. That if you're a professing member, you'll be given a ballot, and basically it will be two choices: the current multi-committee model or the one board model. And you'll cast that vote and turn it in. And Sunday after service, we'll have voting in the chapel. So you'll be able to cast your vote then. And look, just vote how the Lord leads you. Vote as the Lord leads you. So that is pretty much it. I just wanted to do a quick video to go over this leadership structure. If you have made it this far into the video, I thank you very much. And hey, be praying for our church. God's doing good things. I'm really excited. So God bless y'all. And again, thank you for your time on this video. See ya.